Wow, Vinaria, what big eyes you've got. Guess 3 eyes are better than none. Looks like our next friend's kinda blue. Ooh, Sky seems a little lopsided today. But honestly, I've seen him worse than this. Now let's move on to some earth tones. 'Cause you should bury that. Next, how about something sunny? Funbots all ready for Halloween. What's next? A flying purple people eater? Just kidding. It's only our old pal Derple. Of course, he's feeling kinda, let's say, loopy today. But now, it's time to think pink. But be careful. Pink can be as scary as the rest of them. Especially if you forget the face. Pinky's a real trendsetter, 'cause Simon's losing face too. Now flaunt your stuff, everyone. Kangaroo versus Transformer. Wow, you knocked his block off. Careful, Roo's got friends in some high and low places. Of course, it's anyone's fight in the end. Don't forget, Hippo plays the winner. Looks like we'll need new parts and a whole new zoo. Of course, the aquarium can be fun too. These pinchers could use some extensions. Grab some broken toys for a few spare parts. Now things are about to get really wired. You can never have too many pinchers. He's ready to rumble, or hit the disco, whatever comes first. Now it's your turn. Think of it like one big puzzle. Well, that's one way to build somebody up. Wow, look at the muzzle on this guy. But a croc doesn't have to be too scary. In fact, why don't we add all sorts of colors? Yeah, go from crab to mantis shrimp, just like that. Now this brings new meaning to 4 eyes. Grab some wires for a brand new exoskeleton. Cover with foil and add a matching tail. Now let's just add a few final touches. And you know who could use some arms. Much better. The red's nice, but a croc needs some scales. Fill up every nook and cranny, even around the arms. Besides, we'll still have plenty of red, just in your mouth. Plus some white teeth and blue lipstick. Wow, guess this guy really is blue. Dabba dee, dabba die. Still, we could always use a splash of green, too. Don't like the color? Well then, just paint over it. You're almost done. Just add a few more pieces. Of course, slow and steady sometimes wins the race. Yeah, you really want to get the drool just right. And those boils looking their bloodiest. So, are you guys ready for a rematch? Careful, I'd avoid those teeth. Didn't I tell you? Well, your Transformers all in pieces. Next time, a little hot glue might help. Roll the dice. You got double binaria. Wow, now those are some real snake eyes. But that slime screams more snail than anything. So how about you all break out of your shell? Of course, sometimes it's safer to stay inside. Okay, someone tell Paul to pick up his giraffe. Oh no, your friends. Well, save what's left of them. We can always make new ones. Ugh, drain that slime. You know, if you're making a spider, 8 eyes is enough. To make a mouth, he can hold our Sprunki friends. But we should probably add a cover. Not to mention some holes for teeth. Use nails. I'm sure you get the point. Add some paint. Black is your color. Of course, a little red never hurt anyone. Guess everybody needs to get a head. Our new friend is a sharp-dressed thing. Uh-oh, guess who's back? Stomach bigger than your eyes? This guy's another story. Hey buddy, I wouldn't eat that sand if I were you. Looks like your Transformers ride is here. A Titan drill man? What does he want with cardboard? Oh, to break it apart. But now you've upset him. Well, maybe this will shut him up. Don't touch. He's got a very special building kit for you. Judging by the box, it looks like you've got Optimus Prime. I guess your friend here prefers Bumblebee and classic kits. Seriously, the other one looks store-bought new. Look, a spider. Guess you're not a fan. But your friend here sure loves them. It's about time we cleared off the cobwebs. Might as well inspect the parts while we're at it. Well, at least they still fit together. But they could still use a little cleaning. Unless that purple stuff's supposed to be there. Just make sure Bumblebee's head's on straight. I wonder if those are extra parts, especially that sticky stuff. Wow, those new pieces are shiny. I was about to ask about dimming the lights. Once again, the head completes the look. Oh, the arms. Almost forgot about the arms. Or the rest of all that armor. Now he looks ready for battle. Wow, he can really move with all those joints. I'm sure that's eating up you-know-who inside. So why not customize a few spare parts? One extension and paint job coming up. Next up, let's cut up those goggles. Oh yeah, make sure you take them off first. Use the pieces to make some wings, 'cause this bumblebee's gonna fly. But we're not done with the extensions just yet. I see we're keeping the pink stuff too. Wow, it's really coming together. Wait, we're missing a piece. Hey, that's our tire. He's complete, but he sure could use some sprucing up. Maybe a shower while we're at it? No? But at least we can customize. Still, these guys both look great in the end. It goes to show you that age is really just a number. Well, especially when you can still strike a good pose. Vinaria can find inner peace anywhere. Of course, even she needs a little pruning sometimes. Jeepers creepers, why don't we fix up those peepers? Let's slash and burn that hair. Besides, bald is beautiful. Here's some eyes worthy of a power puff. And some extensions can work wonders. Guess cowlicks are like taxes, unavoidable. But at least there's still room to decorate. Now give us a smile and flaunt your flora. Look at those teeth. You're in good company. Okay, I could have phrased that better. Here, try this on for size. Look at those eyes. It's important to love the skin you're in. A purple dinosaur. Well, it worked for Barney. And you know what goes great with purple. Some pink for a nice fleshy mouth. Ooh, what sharp nails, or should we say, teeth. It looks like our dino's switching to dragon. Which means he'll need to breathe some fire. In other words, we're cooking with gas. Next up, let's add something for the eye. Once the retinas are secure, add some black. Now, turn on the lights. Next up, let's add some horns. Drink umbrellas might just be for decoration. But when it comes to dragons, frills are never unnecessary. Here, we've got your back. Now, how about some melon? Never knew watermelon was so crunchy. This should help you grow a spine. But fruit's just a starter. How about some seafood? Always love the fin you're in. Hey, it's lunchtime. Spread those wings. It's chicken time. Make sure you save those bones. I mean, he might want to chew on them, but this works too. Still, those bones are looking kinda bony. Of course, balloons can always lift you up. Especially when you use them for webbing. Keep things aerodynamic and color coordinated. Ooh, someone wants to lend a helping hand. Arm. Add them on. Gotta love the T-Rex look. Speaking of T-Rex, he's got something for you. Purple clay to cover him up. Put some meat on those bones. Now add some texture. And we should replace those nails. Next up, add some spikes. Some paint. And a little ooze is always appreciated. Time for the big debut. Now where are we on those marshmallows? Cool, the Sprunki Big Box. Make that boxes. Which to open first? Ooh, we've got bubble gum. What you waiting for? Time to take a big bite. Blow a big bubble. But there's a bit of a twist. Open the ball and give it some teeth. Next, we're gonna need some eyes. Talk about a fisheye lens. Au natural. What you need now is some shoulders. This'll help those chapped lips. And eye sockets. Pinky went from dream girl to nightmare. Now let's check out Oaxis's box. But it's time to check out his darker side. Ooh, wow. Jekyll and Hyde would be so proud. And look what's inside. Some cool black slime. Roll it up into a ball. And grab an old doll. We just need to make some adjustments. Always a shame to lose face, but this is for a greater good. Next, it's time to grab some spare parts. Always great when gravity does the painting for you. Don't worry, we didn't forget you, Simon. Ooh, a school bus. That seems normal enough, but we can always fix that. Grab a bigger hammer. Always best to get back to basics. Now, we can build up our very own Simon. It's Ratty's turn. Ooh, confetti. Red, too. Noticing a theme? These things don't look like they match. But we just need to break things down and put them together. Note to self, don't eat the chicken. But apparently, the eggs are A-OK. Anyway, just keep putting these pieces together. Soon, we'll have our own Ratty. He's gonna need some eyes. This will make sure it stays on tight. Ah, Ratty's true beauty is on the inside. Our Sprunki friends are really coming together. Though Simon could use a scary mask or something. hides here. Wait, never mind. It's just one of those robots in disguise. We're safe. But next time, be prepared. Look at all these blocks. Just gotta let them out. They're tiny, so this might take a while. What's that you have there? A doll? And that's not all. Open wide. We've got just the thing for you. Now a little something in between the eyes. How about a quick trim around the top? The right helmet will cover it all up.
Huh?
Let's speed things up. If you want to get ahead, that is. Some stickers to finish it up. Now let's get to work on the torso. With all the fixings, I might add. Complete with the head on top. Well, he's just getting started too. He needs armor, or some clothes at the very least. Don't worry, doll. We've got your back. Grab that piece. It'll work great with some wheels. I wonder if this guy gets good mileage. Well, we can tweak him up. Hey, careful. Building brick by brick is hard, but worth it. No such thing as too many wheels. You know, those legs could use an upgrade. Got any old tools? Yeah, we can use them. Not for building, as much as building material. Some joints will give it just the right kick. We're rebuilding the leg after all. Throw on a kneecap. Don't forget the wheel. Now our guy can really stand tall.
Huh?
Stop motion. What can't it do? Hold on. This piece could use a little help. Your arms all done. All two of them. Plus shoulder pads. Wow, this guy really gets into his work. First, make an arm. Next, make a muscle. And speaking of muscle, why don't we fill it out? Don't forget some wires to keep it connected. And some fingers will add just the right touch. Of course, once the body's built, the fun can begin. Add all the right decals in all the right places. Well, who needs stickers when we've got paint? Besides, black goes with everything.
Huh? Seriously?
Of course, spray paint sure helps to speed things up. Still, a brush is needed for those little touches. Some sheen will give it a real metallic look. You know, I heard purple was the new black. We're done. And you know what that means? Posing time. These guys can take on any threat and look good while doing it.